Hey everyone, Jason Hill here, and I'm at Disneyland today, and it's a June gloom day, but it'll burn off a little later. Anyway, one of my favorite things to grab to eat here is the Bengal Barbecue. They do these barbecued skewers, beef and chicken. They have some other things on the menu. Let me show you what I'm gonna grab. All right, here's the chicken skewers, and they got this wonderful Polynesian sauce. And just so you know, if you go to City Hall in Disneyland, you can get any recipe in the park handed to you so you can make it at home. I'm gonna try a bite. Oh wow. So tangy, sweet, great little recipe. So let's get back home and make it there. All right, back home in the kitchen. The first thing we need to do is make up the marinade for these wonderful chicken skewers from the Bengal Barbecue restaurant in Disneyland. Okay, since we're not making a lot, we cut the recipe in half for the marinade. And what we have here is 1.5 tablespoons of fresh grated ginger, 1 tablespoon of my garlic shallot puree, a teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper. If you don't have garlic shallot puree, just use minced garlic. Get that in the bowl. Next we have 1/2 cup of teriyaki sauce, followed by 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Next, a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. Then 1/4 cup of cooking sherry wine. 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. And then I'm going to give this a whisk. Make sure everything gets all dissolved and mixed in together. And then now we just drop in 1 little dried bay leaf. Okay, I like to use tenderloins from the chicken breast, and I have 4, 1 for each skewer, but you can use any type of chicken parts that you like best, cut up breast, thigh, whatever. So I'm just gonna lay these out, we'll cut them into thirds. So I'm just gonna cut these into thirds. I have my bamboo skewers soaking in warm water. That way they don't catch fire as easy when they're on the grill. And I just slide them in between each finger and thumb. I have 4. And just go down the line. I like to have the bite size, just like what Disney does. I tell you, Disney food has come a long way since I was a kid going there. They stepped up their game big time. All right, remember when you're prepping raw chicken, always be sure and sanitize any working surfaces that you've been prepping on. That way you're gonna avoid cross-contamination. I've placed the skewers in a glass casserole dish, and now I'm just gonna pour over the marinade. And you can see I'll have plenty of marinade if you even wanted to do 8 skewers for this half recipe. Now we'll cover, put in the refrigerator for at least an hour, if not even overnight. But make sure you turn them while they're marinating a few times. Just that way you get the even marinade. Now that your chicken's marinating, it's time to make up the Tahitian sauce. All right, I have my large saucepan preheating. I'm going to add in 4 dried cloves, followed by a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, and then 1/2 cup of fresh pineapple juice. When I say fresh, it's not concentrate. I didn't squeeze a pineapple myself. And we're going to bring these to a simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, just so that flavor from the clove infuses into the liquid there. Okay, it's been simmering for about a good 10 minutes. I'm going to fish out the little cloves. And then next, we are going to whisk in a whole cup of ketchup. Followed by 1/2 cup of crushed pineapple. Then we have 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Then 1/4 cup of orange concentrate. which is thawed, as you can see. And then 3 tablespoons of water. We're going to bring this to a simmer over medium heat. Actually bring it to a boil. All right, after about 5 minutes or so, it's come to a boil. And you don't want to walk away from this. You want to stay here and stir it. That way you don't burn the bottom. I have my grill preheated on high. I'm going to shut this off and let's go hit the grill. All right, we're out at my famous grill. I'm going to set these in there. Give them a little rub across. That way you'll hopefully avoid some of the sticking. Oh wow, once again, there's that wonderful smell of grilling. It is the grilling season, folks. And if you want, you can spoon over a little more marinade after you get them on the grill. After a couple minutes, it's time to give them a turn. These don't take very long. All right, after about a total of 10 minutes, we are done. Let's go eat. All right, let's plate up. All right, we're just gonna lay these on a nice little rectangle plate. And we'll spoon some of the Tahitian sauce over each one. This could be a meal, or you can make just a couple for appetizer. Either way, they're going to be a hit. And then finally, I like to take some of my fresh chives from the garden that I diced up. Just sprinkle on for a little garnish. There we go. Disneyland Bengal Barbecue Chicken Skewers. Hey, time to try our homemade Disneyland Bengal Barbecue Chicken Skewers. I think mine's a little bit better than Disneyland's. Just kidding. But no, my garlic shallot puree does really add that extra little kick. And what's great is the marinade, which is known as tonkatsu, is savory, a little salty, and it pairs well with the Tahitian sauce, which is sweet and a little citrusy and tangy. Great little dish. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for tuning in, guys.